Yo guys, welcome back with another video with Linksy. And today we have another submission from you guys. I was gonna upload another video, but as I said yesterday, yeah, I got this interesting video coming in. Haven't seen this city in a while. It's Brundisum. Beautiful settlement. Yes, I'm still using the zoom in button. It's a beautiful settlement. Really interesting place. If you believe, if you believe, no, I believe I can fly. I actually, I believe I actually uploaded a video already on the settlement ages ago, where it was how to counter Sparta. I believe it's I believe I'm saying that word too much. It's stuck in my head now. Yeah, I basically had destroyed Sparta over there. But anyway, we have a siege battle. We have an attacker viewpoint, so it's going to be interesting. We're going to explore the city along with the attackers. For attackers, we have Msaisley, we have Galatia, and we have Scylla. Oh, I just destroyed something. Cool. My legs be giving me a bit of trouble. I'm growing old. And meanwhile, defending, we can see because of their ballistas, we have Athens, we have Arveni, and we have Nabatea. This was titled Semi-Pro. Give me a second, actually. Let me load it up. It was titled as Super Close Competitive. Super close competitive replay. So yeah, let's get started straight away. I noticed it's 35 minutes long, so definitely it's going to be fast paced. And with this sort of settlement, you kind of expect that. I mean, when you see this, oh, I pressed the wrong button. When you see this settlement, there are three means of attacking. There's this place over on this side, which is quite difficult to break through, but then you can get artillery and archers up here and provide lots of covering fire. There's, of course, bringing your troops and army all the way around, but that takes forever. And basically choose up to your time, or breaking through here. Now, as we say that, we already noticed Cretan archers. Yeah, exactly that. Thracian warriors, Thorax swordsmen on on the hill up here. More javelin men, and Hippeus lancers for Athens. That's very interesting. It means they're going to probably try and do a stand out here. The artillery is definitely going for the general, trying to general snipe. This giant African ballista is getting blasted quite significantly over there. Another giant ballista over here. Oh, that general is getting targeted. That's not very nice. Athens, general sniping? No? Not just Athens, it seems. Oh well. They are unloading their load, it seems. As we're saying that, yeah, they all bought giant ballistas, which they're using, well, fair enough, to destroy walls. And it seems the wall over there is getting destroyed. Over here, meanwhile, they're trying to make a breach on this side, and everyone seems to be trying to making breaches these days. It seems the defenders have got this under control. They've actually managed to destroy a lot of troops. A lot of troops. This guy lost a ballista. So yeah, maybe the defenders are actually losing the missile battle, but yeah, now they're doing a lot of damage to these Desert Legionnaires. Definitely very expensive units. Firing explosive rounds, which are very interesting. Now, Desert Legionnaires are meant to be hiding underneath this heavy galley, so I'm not entirely sure what is happening. This desert cohort over here, it seems the units are partially glitched out. Oh, if they kept some ammo and put a fire shot into here, you can easily wipe out the entire unit. Okay, this fort wall is gonna break down. They're trying to break down this gate. Again, it's a good idea to break down the gate, but you know, it's also a good idea not to and keep control of. Well, I mean, it's a gatehouse with oil. You're gonna suffer. Okay, so they're trying to break the walls over here. Arveni are getting on top of the walls, trying to stop the Galatian swords. And as we're saying that, troops are firing from over here. Probably the Arveni longbows. Seems Arveni decided to take front and center, hold the front of the battle. Meanwhile, Nabatea is defending this point over here, just close to its capture point, with Nabatean heavy archers ready and firing. They're already firing. No, they're not firing. They're preparing to fire. Yeah, they're preparing to fire. I think they're mostly hitting their own man. All right, fair enough. Everyone has their own tastes. Okay, the wall is apparently collapsing over here. They need to start moving in their troops in closer because, well, okay, they're trying to make another breach over here, which is great. But for breaches, it's better just to straight up bring a faction which has tortoises and make a whole tortoises. Galicia, does Galicia have tortoises? Not entirely sure. Honestly, tortoises should be available for everyone. It makes the game a little bit more balanced. Levy Freeman on the wall fighting against Nebeti Axe Warriors. The Levy Freemen are actually holding their own over there, and Desert Levy definitely not going to do that well against Light Hoplites. Well, honestly, both of them are quite trash units, and that's all well and good. Nebeti Axe Warriors also getting on the wall over here. More Desert Hoplites holding the breach. As good as a breach this is, it's definitely going to be interesting to attack from this side. If they manage to actually set up a base over here, Marcella will be able to have beautiful shots and counter flanking the Arvenni forces and, of course, the forces of Athens, which have Thorax swordsmen in reserve up here. They have quite a bit in reserve. Thorax spears. It seems more troops are coming in. Levy Freeman coming in. These Desert Legionnaires definitely, actually, they just charged in. Oh, okay. It seems the Galatian force that was putting up the battering ram kind of fizzled out. But these Desert Legionnaires are slowly pushing in, and they are doing massacre. They're basically massacring these Celtic troops up here. Capcodian cavalry charged into the gate as well. Okay, they really neutralized the gate up here. Desert Legionnaires on the wall as well. I would not walk that color. Please tell me they still have ammunition. I would say yes, but they lost quite. Are they firing? If they break that, come on, come on, come on. We want to see it. They're still firing. Oh, you're out of ammo. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. This would have been a beautiful shot breaking down this fourth wall. These Capcodian cavalry got pushed away by these Toro spears, and now the Thracian warriors are charging in into these Galatian swords. These Galatian swords are not going to be long for this world. The Thracian warriors, very weak unit in terms of armor, but beautiful charge attack. And I mean, it has 36 charge bonus, 46 attack, and 45 weapon damage. And Galatian Legionnaires are now charging in. Now Galatian Legionnaires are just, the stuff of legends. 40 attack, 40 weapon damage, but then their armor and melee defense somehow make them so good, and they're so cheap. Now, if the Capcodian cavalry was kept in reserve, does he? Oh wow, okay. I would not waste that ammunition there, sir. You probably can hit. Yeah, you can. You should aim at this wall, break this wall, and allow your ally to charge in with Numidian riders and flank this section over here. The Axe Warriors over here from Scylla are fighting these Chosen Swords and winning. Axe Warriors tend to do very good against armored units. They shred armor and they're just generally great. Light Hoplites on the wall are combat. Well, they're losing against the Empathy Axe Warriors over there, and the Noble Swords up here brought up to deal with the Light Hoplites as the Desert Levy. Again, Desert Levy, not the best of unit. Now, these guys need to be brought forward. Hoplites, Massyrian Taurus Spears. Yeah, these guys definitely need to be brought forward. Do they have some... they mostly have Axe Warriors, no Thorax Swordsmen. This unit of Axe Warriors seems to be glitched out. No, they're still just waiting for an opportunity to land. The Nabatean heavy archers are getting bombarded with arrows as they are returning fire over there. Let's get back to this front. Athens is still holding on, but the Arvenni are slowly being pushed back. They're sending in more and more troops, but these Desert Legionnaires, we all know what Desert Legionnaires do. They kill, kill, and kill. There's some slave infantry, interestingly enough, and tribesmen. They're being kept in reserve. I understand why keeping the Desert Cohort in reserve is smart, but okay, the Numidian riders are charging into the flank of these Taurus spears, and now they're charging into these naked warriors. Definitely it's gonna be a beautiful charge over there. They got a couple of kills. Definitely they're suffering a lot of damage, but they managed to break through. That's fantastic. Yeah, these Numidian warriors, even though they got quite a few good kills, they have been focused down. Yeah, that definitely was not the play to make at that point. But these Galatian swords got enough time, and it seems the mercenary Syrian archers are doing incredible damage on these naked warriors up here. So tit for tat, chit for chat. If they manage to actually break through that, they would have damaged a lot of these Cretan archers, which are indispensable at this point in time in holding the advance of the Masaili and the Galatian legionnaires, which are absolutely broken units. Tribal slingers coming in support. There's some more Celtic slingers back here. Some more naked swords. What would I do? Yeah, I mean, if I still had ammunition on that ballista, which there possibly might, this is a little bit of an oversight. It's not something that you normally pick on the battlefield unless it's too late, which I understand absolutely. As I'm saying that desert hoplites are retreating, it seems they are actually giving up some land here. They're not fighting to do that. This Erota Masilla seems to have lost a significant amount of troops trying to break through here, and with little results, honestly. I cannot see much damage being done. These Nabatean X-Warriors are still alive. The Desert Levy is still alive. Noble Swordsman is still alive. Seems that Masilla has, even though managed... Ooh, these Desert Cohort rear charging those chosen swords, saving those X-Warriors from being absolutely annihilated. Yeah. And then they were rear charged by the Desert Hoplites up there, interestingly enough. More units, slave infantry climbing on top of the wall, climbing. Yeah, this would be beautiful to flank up here. These Desert Legionnaires are 172 kills, these are at 77, and these guys are still at 10. Maybe one of the Desert Legionnaires broke over there, we'll never know. As we're saying that, yeah, one of them broke and went on top of the walls, just throwing its remainder Pila. Galatian Legionnaires here are whipping up some of these Thorax Swordmen for breakfast. More troops are just slittering in. It seems these tribal slingers are coming in clutch over here. Galatian swords are fighting chosen swordsmen, and Celtic warriors up here not doing very well. Arrows are falling into the rear of these Thorax swordsmen. Possibly they, doing some decent amount of friendly fire, but this is what it is. I would actually bring my Celtic slingers here and fire straight into these Cretan archers, because these guys need to die quickly if there's going to be any sort of success. These tribesmen actually coming in clutches, they're moving in, and now they have the go at. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Custer's Curse? It seems so, yeah. It seems that Athens has noticed this and brought forward its troops. This is actually a really good battle, I must say. It's not giving me time to catch up on what's happening. No, Custer's Curse. Yeah, definitely need to destroy that fort wall. These slave infantry need to, get off the wall quickly, because they're getting target fired by these Gallic hunters up here. As we're saying that the general for the Masaisli is inside the settlement. Citizen Cav is coming in to counter that. The Gate 8 tribesmen are here fighting. More naked swords are being brought up in the front. It seems that the battle is going to be decided at the walls for the settlement here. Desert Cohort is coming to charge in to support. Now Desert Cohort will definitely do a lot of damage. These Desert Legionnaires are still fighting, and it seems the general, Oathsworn general of the Arveni, is indeed engaged. It seems the Arveni have pretty much committed their entire force into this flank, and that has not gone that well for them. These Desert Legionnaires emptied their PLA, and now should really charge into this flank of these Oathsworn and start dealing damage. There are two Oathsworn units. No, an Oathsworn unit, Levy Freeman. Yeah, two Oathsworn unit, Chosen Swords, and Levy Freeman. This Desert Cohort over here, 161 kills, is breaking the last unit, last bit over there. Masilla still keeping the Desert Hoplites, the Nabatean forces engaged. Artillery coming in, firing in at the wall. Honestly, this would be a very big thing. If they manage to break this fort wall over here, they would manage to cut off 3 entire units on top of the walls over there, and possibly even damage these Desert Hoplites off the wall. Let's come back to the main fight. The main fight, finally, these Desert Legionnaires are engaged. The Armored Numidian Riders, how are they doing? They got 12 kills, they're not doing so well, but they managed to get in a slight flanking charge into the Oathsworn there. The Oathsworn actually not doing that well. Galatian Legionnaires actually breaking through, and now more mercenary attrition for warriors are coming in. These Cretan archers are fresh can be and ranking up their kills, so as are these Gallic hunters, but these Gallic hunters are running low on ammunition, and as they're running low on ammunition, they're firing into the Numidian general over here, the Masaisli general. more mercenary archers brought in. They are actually trimming down these Thracian warriors really quick. 30 men already lost on that unit, which has just been engaged. These levy freemen are coming back and running around. Don't think Namatea is realizing what's happening over here. That is going to be an amazing... why? Well, simple. If you break this, they cannot get off the walls, right? And these are noble swords, ex-warriors, and desert levy. Desert levy cost nothing, but they're something that's really good at blocking. Nabatean ex-warriors are at 460 gold, and these guys are at 720 gold. So breaking this wall over here, even if killing the noble swords, and it's very close to killing the noble swords, and they're doing a very lovely job at shooting. Yep, these noble swords just lost a decent number of men. He's realizing, and he's taking them off. Nope, he's not. Oh, he missed. He missed. He's missing. He's hitting the wrong wall now. He needed to hit this as much as possible. That would have been a lovely play, but it did not happen. It seems 87. It's still they definitely did damage because these noble swords over here lost around 20 men, but still. It seems there is running out of ammunition. Yeah, the problem here was that damaging this wall cost a little bit too much. 27, yeah, definitely would have managed to break it if there were no misfires. As we were saying that these desert cohort over here are now fighting levy freemen and desert hoplites once again, not getting a chance to recover that much. Well, they're actually quite fresh. And they'll probably be able to get another 200 kills over there. Desert cohort are just amazing. Over here, these Gallic tribesmen are attacking the rear, fighting Gallic hunters hand to hand. These desert cohort are in the battle, but they have lost around 30 men already, and the Oathsworn are wrecking up the kills, definitely, but Desert Legionnaires are also keeping up with the massacre. Cretan archers brought into range of the Syrian archers, and the tribesmen over there firing. Galician legionnaires getting slaughtered from every single which way by militia hoplites holding the flank, but then no, actually lots of militia hoplites. Where are the militia hoplites being used now? They're the first unit that you use. Desert cohort over here chewing through the militia hoplites, of course. Naked swords being brought in, but I'm not sure what they can do. It seems everything is being thrown into that little grind meat box over there. Meanwhile, Massilla has been pushed back and is retreating all of its troops, trying to support its allies. It's severely depleted army, honestly. So it has some mercenary Gallic hunters, Celtic slingers. So it has a lot of ammunition. I would actually put my Gallic hunters over here, start firing at these desert hoplites and this levy freeman, pick off the levy freeman, desert hoplite from the back, support these desert cohort who are now fighting. Oh, these desert cohort are now being pretty much surrounded from each side. That's not going to be pretty, but yeah, with some missile fire, definitely would do a lot of damage. This guy definitely needs to break that, and that would have probably ended the very defensible position for the attacker, for the defenders, and here, because they would have been opened, cleaning this up really easily, opened the pathway straight into the heart of the city, and at the moment, all the defense is up here, and if I believe right, yeah, that's the capture point, so definitely would have been interesting. I'm really actually in the mood to play a game on this map. These guys are still full of ammunition. These Celtic slingers are coming in. They probably have a very good shot at these Gallic hunters, and they should start firing. These Syrian archers over here should start firing at the Hippeus lancers and breaking them as fast as possible. Well, Cretan archers, Hippeus lancers, general is more important. Yeah, in fact, the general is getting peppered down. He's charging the naked swords in the flank, and that is definitely a disaster. There is no more troops that can be committed over here. These Syrian archers are almost out of ammunition, but they need to start firing. The Hippeus Lancer from Massilla's coming in. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. What else is happening? 17 minutes left in this game. I'm really going to get tired if I keep talking at this rate. Yeah, fantastic. The Gallic hunters have been placed up here. Now they need to start firing now, not tomorrow. These guys are really at a bad angle. The 242 kills down to 44 men, and now they're gonna get surrounded, and definitely it's not gonna go well. They're gonna start breaking. Yep, you need cover fire now. Support them, please. It will be so satisfying to see. It seems the defense is winning on this side. It's pretty much cleaned up Galatia and Massaisli completely, but now Massilla's coming in, and Massilla's sending in a lot of troops reinforcing the desert cohort units up here. Tribesmen, again, trash unit, don't bring it, it's not worth it. I mean, if you have some money left, yes, definitely, but I prefer, sacrificing units size and get desert cohort. If you want really good units, I think one of the best combinations you can get on Masilla is spam desert cohort. Not even desert legionnaires. Desert legionnaires are okay, but spam desert cohort. 4 units of what are they called? These units. Wait. Let's find them. Tribal slingers. 4 units of tribal slingers. Ballista, and then the rest. Slave infantry. Just send in the slave infantry. They usually cannot resist the temptation of killing the slave infantry with as much missile fire as possible. Send that in. The slave infantry will definitely get massacred. But that means usually 1 or 2 units of archers, if not more, will run out of ammunition. Also, slave infantry is fantastic to get the units softened up. The moment slave infantry starts breaking, charge in with your desert cohort. Try to flank charge, rear charge, whatever. Just charge in, and the magic is beautiful. Now it seems these levy freemen are breaking, and so are these desert levy over here. Desert levy broke, though it might be that this desert cohort over here, as shaken and exhausted they are, they only got 100 kills. Their shameful display to this beautiful nation of Masisli. Next warriors over here trying to hold the morale of their ally. Okay, the point blank Toro spears over here are coming in clutch. These old units finally being slaughtered, and that is absolutely fantastic. The general unit is still alive. It seems that these desert cohort might actually kill the desert unit. General unit. This will be a big win if these 2 old units are shattered. I didn't realize they were so weakened. Yeah, they are definitely very weak. It seems that has finally fallen. It seems they played by the 1-2-4 rules, which means they got 2 units of pikemen in defense as Athens, which definitely is helping the assault from slowing down. But the assault actually won by some miracle over here. Probably the intervention of Masilla over here. Yeah, Masilla definitely helped killing the Athenian general, and now Athens is pretty much fallen, and it's gone. The Oathorn over here are breaking. The X-Warriors are not in very good shape, but hoplites are coming in to hold on the tide as long as possible. Gallic Hunters being brought in to fight. The general is almost dead, and once the general breaks or dies, the remaining of the Arveni will shatter and crumble. That means that the only army that's properly left intact is Nabatea. Nabatea was going to have a really hard time breaking through, defending every single side. These X-Warriors are still fighting against these noble swords up here, Nabatean X-Warriors. Nabatea desperately wants to break this as fast as possible. They still have a lot of ammunition, which means they'll be able to provide a really decent defense up here. But if the attackers, and I believe the attackers still have a decent amount of ammunition, they seem to do, this spot archers up here bombard the defense as much as possible, and that will end in a really ugly way. Desert cohort here, somehow still alive, came back from the dead, and now is rear charging these pikemen. The pikemen charging forward, definitely not a smart idea. The Cretan archers are out of ammunition, 158, 160 kills. Javelin men trying to support their allies as much as possible. Syrian archers finding hand-to-hand combat, not very good kills over there, and these naked swords and these other Syrian archers are not doing very well. The tribal slingers are coming in. This pike unit is 86 kills and quickly rising. This one is 46. Could have been a better kill ratio, but definitely went well. Seems there are some tribal slingers up here getting some really clutch throws into the rear of the spike unit. The spike unit is finally shattering. It's no longer in any form of shape. These naked swords broke, and these tourists are charging in. Masilla definitely needed to have 1 or 2 units of Torok swordsmen. You need some of that end game oomph, and the fact that Masisli charged in with its what are they called? With its desert cohort early game did not work that well for them, because now it's when the desert cohort shine. Desert cohort are beautiful cleaning up mobs like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've done an immense job. I mean, 2 or 3 of them got over 200 kills, and the legionnaires as well, all over 200, over 150 kills, not 200. I'm not sure about that. So definitely did really well, but they needed to be captain reserve. Masilla needed to charge in first. Masilla, same name, confusing. And the Galatian legionnaires needed to also be held a little bit in reserve and then charged in. Definitely, if anything I could have changed about this map is that Masila should have switched with Masaisley, and Masaisley could have easily taken care of Nabatea, whereas Masila would have been able to hold the line long enough against the barbaric tribes um, to slow down, this massacre. Then again, this massacre over here is pretty much. I mean, look at the amount of bodies over there. The Arveni definitely lost a lot fighting there. So again, I can't say. Oh wait, is this? Wait. Does this guy have a? Oh wow, I didn't realize they have turbans. That's actually really cool. Scale weaponry. These guys still have a lot of pilas. These are hoplites and Messine Torrent spears, of course. The Bate is actually not doing very well over here. It's brought on a lot of troops. Okay, it's engaging. Desert cohort here still hasn't given up. It's engaging the Nabatean noble cavalry. The Massilian general is coming in and is going to get his revenge. These desert pikemen over here are forming up. 2 units of desert pikemen. Definitely really good defense with 4 units of pikemen and holds up really well. This Nabatean cavalry is bye-bye at this point. It definitely suffered a lot of damage. The general is still alive, thankfully for them, but it's close to the end. I would have brought one of the pikemen over here, easier spot to close instead of charging in all these hoplites and noble swords. Definitely your units would have done more. I said definitely like 10 times plus 10 seconds decisively. This desert cohort finally meeting its end. I mean, it's fighting bravely against pike wall, but it's not going to last long. And yeah, it's broken. It did well. 283 kills. 5 of them left alive. But this pike unit over here with no support whatsoever is not going to last long, especially since so much slinger units are still alive. And this is desert pikemen. They have low health, low ammo, low armor, and almost no melee defense. And they're being shot into from every which way. So they are collapsing. The Massilian cavalry over here. Is that wait? That's the gen. Oh, I thought it was Epeos Lancers. It's not Epeos Lancers. Okay, yeah, that it's like citizen cav. It's shit. Being caught surrounded by the Nabatean heavy archers. It definitely slowed down the assault long enough. Okay, it seems noble swords over here are breaking, but last general is pretty much falling. These axe warriors are coming in into the rear of these mercenary Gallic hunters, and these guys are still have ammunition. Oh my god, he's not seeing what's coming, is he? Okay, but that volley over there has definitely done some damage. It's breaking these desert hoplites. 1 unit broke. Oh, some units are breaking, definitely. This is coming down clutch to the last stand. More Gallic hunters over here shooting into these desert pikemen. Archers basically just fighting tit for tat. I would just get 1 archer unit and run for the center at this point. This is the remainder of all the troops on the battlefield, and the balance of power is in favor of the attackers, even if, though very slightly. The pikemen over here are being shattered, they're breaking, they're down to 32 men. Shit. Wait. Yeah, that's 44 kills on the pikemen, very shameful. These Celtic slingers did a lot of damage from up there. These tribal slingers, 43 kills. It's decent for tribal slingers. Yeah, tribal slingers, you're not going to get more than 100 kills on a good day, let alone. As we're saying that these guys still have a lot of ammunition. Now they're coming in, but at this point, yeah, just stop and fire. You need to start firing. These guys are running away from the axe warriors, and there's a healthy unit of noble swords over there ready. Oh my god, this was a massacre. This would have been very beautiful if the couple of shots that missed and had hit that wall. This wall was at 0. This would have broken, and this game would have been pretty much over. It seems the defense for Nabatea was pretty much immaculate with regards to how they held the wall, but these hoplites are doing well. These Celtic slingers fighting hand-to-hand combat against Amatean X-Warriors and hoplites over there is doing well. These hunters are shooting in. Ooh, some units broke through and are actually fighting these heavy archers, and that's going to be good. But these oh, the noble cav got stopped in its charge by the Celtics, and now the Massilian hoplites are charging in. And if this general dies, it's going to be GG pretty much. The balance of power will shift severely into the Yeah, you need to charge in these units. As depleted as they are, they need to charge in into these noble swords over here. They're breaking these Celtic slingers, and these Celtic slingers are doing hammer and level them. Hammer and level them. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You see it? You charge. Come on, charge in, charge in, charge in. Yeah, it's beautiful. A charge in, coming into the rear. General died recently. That's fantastic. You need to hold against these noble swords over here, which are going to be a pain to defend against. The arrow tower is helping a lot by killing just Nabetian troops over there. The general seems to have finally fallen. Troops are being pulled back. The Axe Warriors are 281 kills on Axe Warriors. That is indeed fantastic. This was definitely an important play, bringing the Axe Warriors up here, killing these heavy archers. This is just insane. This is just absolute madness. The entire Arveni army. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Arveni could have played much better. Yeah, just saying. His attack was left. I mean, his defense. Sorry, left much to be desired. At the same time, Masisli and Arveni were like, you know what? We're going to do something that the AI has taught us. Let's charge everything in. The rest actually went really well. I really loved the play over here. And this is when you know a battle is good, right? You do have not a battle. There isn't pretty much a battle line at all. There are different battle lines moving around. Yes, there is a clear clash over here and here. But there's a lot of microwing happening. The archers being peppered down. Even back here, Thracians being targeted down from a long way away. A lot of troops dying onto the walls. You know, this is the kind of battlefield that shows micro. This kind of battlefield shows, I'm gonna hold the line. These poor hoplites over here, they're stuck with a very difficult. I mean, it is a difficult position they're in, but at the same time, they're actually not that bad. What is this? Oh, that's a ballista. The archers are being pulled back, trying to delay the inevitable at this point. It's still quite balanced. The balance of power is still very much equal, and the attackers only have this unit of Massilian hoplites over here, this unit of Taurus spears, which is very depleted. This Axe Warrior is broke, but they definitely did damage. Do these Celtic slingers still have ammo? Yeah, these guys still have ammunition. I doubt you guys have ammunition. You guys do not have ammunition. It seems they're trying to use these Celt Tribal Slingers to cut off the... yeah. This isn't the victory point, right? Is this the victory point? I am not sure. I think that is the victory point, but I could be wrong. It could have been this. And if it is the victory point, definitely will be... yeah. These guys are realizing slowly that they're getting caught. They're winning in melee. No, Taurus. What? No, okay, both of them are winning, but very delusional. These hoplites are still holding the gate, and actually doing an amazing job. They've killed a decent amount of these noble swords. These noble swords will eventually break through, because hoplites are just not going to hold forever, but there is the unit of Massilian hoplites, and it seems the African giant ballista over here is moving in to try and block the noble swords. They should actually try and block the noble swords. Massilian hoplites are moving in. It seems these guys broke through the first charge. Massilian Taurus spears are coming in. They routed and shattered one unit, and these slingers are defining the moment here. Point blank shooting into the slingers. There's too many slingers left, and the slingers will chew archers for breakfast. Yeah, these archers are not having a good time. Oh my god. These archers are definitely not having a good time. They're routing and they're gone, and now the balance of power has shifted almost entirely in favor of the attackers, and the attackers have two options here. They have the honorable option is go and kill all those noble swordsmen, or they can just come capture this and end the game. There's 2 minutes left. I would just send the unit to capture that. I mean, fuck honor at this point, right? This game has been definitely hard fought. I'm very, very impressed by Masilla. Okay, it seems that they've broken through finally. The ballista did come to help by Masisli, but yeah. No, Masilla definitely did well. I mean, it did not completely kamikaze its army into there. Hired Nabatea long enough that Masaisli deleted the army of the Arvenai, which was, they were the two heavy hitters. They kind of hit it off. And Athens and Galatia kind of traded. Both Athens and Galatia, I think, are very good at holding off the inevitable. They're delaying civilizations. They're delaying factions. Definitely, though, Athens lost a large number of troops over here, but at the same time, Galatia pretty much lost its entire army in this little blob here. Probably some micro nightmares. Now, the question is, where are the Nabatean soldiers? Because this is the vision of the defender, of the attackers. Is this the victory point? Buddhism. Could be. I'm not entirely sure. Seems these swords are coming up quickly. I'm pretty certain it's not. It could be. It definitely could be. I mean, I can't tell because some maps are, that are perfectly identical, then have different victory points. And if the victory point is up there, it's a map I haven't seen in a long time. Because all the ones I play, the thing is down here, and it's just a pain in the arse. And that's a cost of victory. These guys finally broke. Fantastic replay. Thank you very much for sending it to me. Let's see the final results. So we have Hannibal Barkas sent it in. Fantastic. Definitely ripped into you a little bit too much, but that's okay. That's okay. No, I'm joking. You guys all did well. Even the defenders. I mean, definitely there was. Everyone knew what was happening. There were things, of course, you can change, but again, hindsight's 2020, and of course, as a caster, it's very easy for me to say, like, hey, you should have done this better. But really and truly, when you're fighting, you sometimes lose your shit. Like, if you watch my live stream and you watch me play, I think I'm a decent player, but definitely nowhere near the best. Essence the essential teaches us a lot. Anyway, let's get back to this. Finish it off quickly. Hannibal Barca, since he sent in the replay. His Galatian swords did really well. And Galatian Legionnaires. Yeah, Galatian Legionnaires did well. Galatian swords could have done better, actually. No, Galatian swords could have done better. But the naked swords then picked up. Capicodian cavalry were charged in a little bit too early. I'd rather hold in the cab for when I have opportunities to slide them in endgame. Because they could have been brought from the other side from the place Nabatea completely abandoned and then rear charged at the end of the game. But again, it was generally a very good game. Definitely the Syrian archers did a lot of damage, and these Celtic stingers at the end won the battle hands down. H2O, I actually played against H2O a couple of times. Desert Cohorts, these guys, shameful, only 113 kills, but these two definitely did a good job. I'd never get these. They're trash units. They're good for memes because they can be, guerrilla deployed. Same with these guys. They're very good units if you're a defender because you can guerrilla deploy them outside the settlement, but otherwise, not so much. I'm not sure why they all got a giant ballista with them because really they needed, one of them at least needed a smaller movable ballista, and that would have done so much damage. These Norwegian riders could have definitely gotten more kills. They're decent unit, and I have gotten 200, 300, even 400 kills on them in the past. This guy somehow won the game. These 300 kills of those axe warriors fighting to the last, these Celtic singers at the end winning the game pretty much. The axe warriors did really well. The hoplites at the gates holding in till the last bit. These Macedonian hoplites were still at full health, and these guys can do a lot more in terms of damage. It seems all of these guys were ranked to rank 4. I think that's a waste of money. So I prefer having a couple more stronger tier units, maybe some, X out these Levy Freeman, these light hoplites, and get more Taurus spears, maybe. I would remove 3 of these, get 3 more Taurus spears, and then a couple more Macedonian hoplites, or maybe even Taurus swordsmen. With the animate rat, considering he just chucked his entire army to a choke point, did good. Chosen Swords did okay. Oathsworn, of course, getting a lot of kills, but again, they were just chucked in. He didn't really care for survivability. They could have done more. Sometimes it's better if you're losing a position to start falling back slightly, get a better position. You definitely had areas you could have fallen to. The areas were very easily defendable, so it's really cool. Gallic Hunters and Naked Warriors. Gallic Hunters did well. Naked Warriors did meh. Levy Freeman, as expected. Athens is being Athens. These light hoplites definitely good. Pikeman, this guy did well, but this guy needed to pay more. Torok Swordsman did very well. Maybe reduce Torok Swordsman and get one more Torok Spears if you're defending that situation. Thracian Warriors were targeted down, and that's the thing that happens. The Chaos Lancer definitely did a lot of work, and if it wasn't stopped, it could have pretty much ended the game there and there. The big disaster. Definitely, I think the MVP for the defender team held the line. Yeah, did not get that many kills. Nabatea does not get kills, but Nabatea can definitely do a lot of damage. Different build. I would have actually not gotten Desert Pikemen. I would have gotten one Torax Pikeman, Desert Torax Pikemen, which are a fantastic unit. A couple of more Desert Levy or Nabatenax Warriors. Reduce the Desert Hoplites, maybe go to a Rakim Palace Guard. Nabatene Noble Cav is very good, and they also have really good Desert Cataphracts. Yeah, Noble Swords do really well, but you don't need that many of them. Desert Cataphracts repeated rear charges. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I actually did. It was quite non-stop, considering I'm quite high level gameplay. Again, I criticize, but I criticize in a way I hope it is constructive criticism. Please send me your replays because I do enjoy this. And this came from another Discord channel. If they do send me the link, I'll link it down below, or if they post it, I'll ask them for it actually, and hopefully they send it to me in time by the time I post it in a couple of hours because it is 3 a.m. But definitely it was a fun match, and yeah, if you do like this stuff, please subscribe to the channel. We're running towards 200 subs. We are 8 subs away. Last week we were 40 subs away. Wow. in 5 days, pretty much. The last 3 days, really. The last weekend, we did really well. Really grateful, genuinely. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the support. You guys seem to like the stuff we upload. I say we because if it's not for Legito, if it's not for Essence, for Scrappy, for Nick, and a bunch of others, this stuff would not be happening at the rate it is. They've been definitely really supportive, and they have been giving me a lot of content to play with. Essence has been teaching me a lot. Legito is basically, the guy that keeps me going. Scrappy is the guy that reminds me that I'm a shit player, really. And Nick is just a fantastic guy, supportive, and sends really, really good replays as well. So yeah, feel free to send a comment down below. If you want to send an email to me, totalwarbro@gmail.com. Send me your replays. It will be down below if you want. And if you're interested, we also have a Discord channel. One last thing. I know I'm rambling. It's been 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Long outro today. We're trying to do a tournament next weekend. If you're interested in joining, please feel free. The rules will be 1-1-4, no roam, no push, and yeah, I'll probably put a link to something somewhere at some point just during this week. Daily live streams, daily uploads. Yeah, I think that's it. I rambled on long enough. Probably none of you will listen to this because most of you just watched the start. But if you did, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're safe. I hope you're safe and sound. I hope you're doing okay. And I wish you the best of the day. Goodbye and good night.